welcome you to another episode. Today we are going to be looking at the yogurt making process. We are in the pilot plant, Makerere University Food Science Incubation Center. First of all, first things first, you have to be dressed well. You have to be having a headgear to prevent contamination of the hair to the food. If possible, also, you have to cover the beard. You have to be fully dressed in a clean lab coat. All these are measures to prevent contamination with the food. Yes, you also have to be fully dressed in gumboots. You have to be fully dressed in gumboots. Behind is a batch pasteurizer. There are two types of pasteurizers, a batch pasteurizer and a continuous pasteurizer. But here we use a batch pasteurizer. It's mechanical, it's not a continuous one. It pasteurizes, or we cook 100 liters of milk for every batch. It cooks 100 liters at once. So at the moment we are cooking 100 liters of milk. This is dairy milk that we use for the yogurt. The main ingredients, we use cow's milk, then sugar and starch, modified starch stabilizer. It's the stabilizer that we use. Those are the main ingredients. So we are supposed to cook the milk till 60 degrees, and then we add the ingredients, the sugar and the starch. After 60 degrees, we are supposed to pasteurize or boil it to 95 degrees. 95 degrees is when we are supposed to, that's a temperature that we assume that all bacteria has died. So make sure you always have your chlorine water. When the milk is ready, the milk pasteurize it with the chlorine water. The other impurities that remain in the milk are removed. When we are removing the milk, we have to sieve it to remove those other impurities in the sugar and in the milk. So at 95, we remove the milk and we put it in the milk cans, and we cool it to 45. 45, that's when we add the culture. So at 45, that's a temperature, optimum temperature for the bacteria to ferment. So that's when we add the bacteria for the milk to ferment to yogurt, and it takes around 6 to 8 hours for the fermentation process, and after those 8 hours, that's when our yogurt will form.